You're listening to the Daily Sales Tips Podcast, and I'm your host, Scott Ingram. In yesterday's tip, Jeff Bajorek suggested that you give them something to talk about. And today's tip is essentially a way that you can operationalize and scale that approach from the CEO of Sendoso, Kris Rudeegraap. Here he is.
Hello everyone, I'm Kris Rudeegraap, CEO of Sendoso. Before becoming CEO, I was an account executive for about 8 years at various software startups in San Francisco. While at the last company, one of my tips to success was I would be sending out Starbucks e-gifts about an hour before my demo. I did this because I started to see that the industry was very competitive and these prospective buyers were seeing a lot of different demos of different products. And one way that I wanted to stand out from the other demos was to send out this Starbucks gift card and build a little bit more human personal rapport. It also worked really well with driving attendance to demos. So if you got a coffee e-gift an hour before the demo, it was much more likely that they would show up. And I had some data to prove that. So that was just an after effect. All that being said, I think the biggest takeaway is don't be afraid to test something that is interesting. You know, this is something that no one else in my company was doing, nor none of my other sales friends were doing. But once I did it, it actually worked really well. I started to be known as the coffee guy too around the office, which was kind of funny. You know, once it started to work and I proved it, I then scaled it out. So I think this is something that was a learning for me, is that how do I optimize it and make it easier? Prior to that, I had to go to a website to generate these e-gift links, and then I had to copy and paste them into an email and log it in Salesforce to track who I did and didn't send it to. And it was kind of a mess. I did it though because I really saw the results. Fast forward to one weekend, I found an engineering friend and we built a Starbucks and Salesforce app where you could click a button in Salesforce and it generated that Starbucks instantly for you. And that was kind of an aha moment, which led me to where I am today at Sendoso, which is a sending platform to help tons of other salespeople send out whatever they want. And with that in mind, you know, if you message me on LinkedIn, I wanted to select 5 random viewers or listeners to this podcast that I will give you $50 in credit so that you can send out coffee gift cards yourself. Thank you.
For a direct link to Kris's LinkedIn profile so you can take him up on this offer, click over to dailysales.tips/104. There you'll find the video of Kris talking through his tip as well as a couple more Sendoso related links. Check it out. Then come back tomorrow for an Avengers related tip.